Hi there, it's John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the video show. In this particular topic, I'm going through some notes which I used in a recent podcast. It's all about sales. And I thought, well, it's worthwhile taking you through the notes to help you think about what you're doing, what you're not doing, and how you can improve. Now, the particular topic here is improving your sales in this market. And in saying that, I've got a copy of the post right here for you. That is the post address. So you can go to the website and print off that particular post. And for your reference, here is the post right now. Go to the website and print it off and refer to it. There's many different skills there that you can use as part of the post. So let's go back to this and take you through the topic. I'll stop from time to time and talk about particular things for you. So, when selling commercial real estate, there are many things to look for and check. Lack of information can mean a failed transaction or slower negotiations. Now, one thing I will say there is that many clients won't tell you the whole story about the property. They'll leave it up to you to figure it out. And they won't tell you all the negatives either. So that can be a problem. What you've got to do when you're interviewing a client regards their property for sale is you've got to take plenty of notes and have a thorough way, even a checklist, of asking questions about the property. And every answer you get goes into your note-taking system. That's the only way you can protect yourself when the client chooses not to tell you something that they should have told you. Now, a good commercial real estate agent can add considerable value to the marketing and the sale process. That's our job. Our job is to add value to the marketing and sale process. Otherwise, the property owners would try and sell the properties themselves. So we are the marketing experts. We have the leverage. We can do the things that they can't do. We can put in the effort to get the results. And of course, through the sale process, you should get a good commission as well. So it's no secret that many towns and cities are experiencing challenges with properties for sale and lease. Why is that? Property market has changed recently, and in that change, all the benchmarks change. The prices, the rents, the marketing processes, the supply, the demand, all of that. So we have to work with that. And indeed, a changing market is very good for us. The more that the property market changes, the better it is for us as agents, providing we change with that. Limited inquiries from qualified prospects mean that many properties will stay on the market longer unless the agent packages the property correctly and drives a solid marketing effort to the correct target market of prospects. Now, I'm very big on the logic here of the target market. Don't just list a property. Talk about the target market, identify it, show the client where the target market is, tell them exactly how you're going to tap into that and make a story out of it. That will allow you to differentiate yourself from the other agents that could be chasing the same listing. You just don't know if that's the case. So this is where exclusive listings and top agents are now more critical than ever before. Emphasis is exclusive listings. Now, some agents always have a problem when I say that. And I'll even go so much further to say that you shouldn't take on a listing unless it is exclusive in itself. Now, some agents just can't do that. They haven't got enough points of difference or confidence or marketing coverage or points of difference or value add to win the client on exclusive listings. So I'm going to introduce this idea here to you now. How do you win exclusive listings? You win exclusive listings by being different, relevant, specific, and targeted when it comes to getting a result for the client. So the client can actually believe that you are the agent of choice to get somewhere with what they're doing. And of course, if you can shorten the timeline, that's a good thing as well. The client likes to know they're going to get a good result in a shorter time frame. So let's look at investigating the property facts, because I spoke about that earlier. Let's presume you can list a property for sale in your local area. The facts about the property and the market should be fully investigated before you decide whether to take on the listing. Yes, I said that. Don't take on every listing. Take on the listings you believe in. There's nothing worse than taking on a listing that you really don't like, don't want, or know will be a time waster. And that's certainly the case if the price is too high or the client is difficult to deal with, that sort of thing. So the suggestion is you should walk away from a listing that you don't believe in. So don't take on every listing that comes your way. Take on the ones that show promise and are of quality. Now, here is a critical fact that should be remembered. Quality properties attract more inquiries in any market. With that inquiry, you can do more with inspections and negotiations. So what's the word? A quality listing. I listed a property 18 months ago, and it was a very old, very redundant shopping centre, but it was in a wonderful, high-quality location. The property was ready for something else. It wasn't really ready for repositioning and putting more tenants back in there. No, it was ready for development. So that property sold at a very, very good price. In fact, there was over 200 inquiries for the property. That was a quality listing. And there's the words again, quality listing. So when you see something like that, you've got to work on it specifically and directly. So focus on your quality listings to sell. Many top agents will only focus on high quality listings for this very reason. They know that ordinary listings can waste a lot of their precious time. And in our game of commercial real estate, our time is so precious. You have a choice to list a property or walk away from it. Make that choice wisely. Whilst every property is different, here are some of the things to look for as part of the property investigation before the listing. Now, why am I giving you these things? To help you enhance the sale potential, so you get a result, more inquiries or negotiations more easily. So these items you can write down as I go, or you can print the article off from the website as well. Number 1, what is the ownership structure for the property? Understand that you are dealing with the right people who are legally the decision makers. Now, I said to you earlier that the owner of the property won't always tell you the whole story. You have to be so careful. Dig into the property facts, search the title, ask questions. If there's a company ownership structure behind the property ownership, find out who are the decision makers, how they act, what their choices are, what they want from that particular property. Number 2, get some history of the property from the owner. Why did they buy the property initially? What is moving them to sell it today? Now, the history of the property will become quite useful when it comes to the marketing campaign, because if the property has a history, something interesting perhaps, then that history can become an editorial in your marketing campaign. I go back to my comment earlier about a property I sold in the last 12 months or so. That particular property had a history. Whilst it was at that time then a shopping centre, albeit run down. Originally, the property 20 years prior to that was a cinema, a theatre. So that in itself became a history fact to put in an editorial with some photos of the old property. And the history article was put in an editorial in the local paper. It works. Number 3, are there any orders, notices or restrictions, encumbrances or hurdles that will frustrate the marketing and the sales effort? Now, there's quite a lot of things in there, quite a lot of things. They can all be active on the property and you won't know it until you dig. Dig into the title. Ask about the notices, the orders, the restrictions on the property, the codes of compliance. Is the property legally occupied? Are there any notices issued by the council or any other building authority for the owner to do something? And maybe they haven't done it. If you can find any of these problems in the property today, deal with them and develop a strategy to move them away from your marketing and inspection processes. In other words, problems have to be removed. That's it. Number 4, what are the absolute must-haves if the property is to sell today? Question the property owner about the triggers that will allow them to close on a sale. Get to the real facts of what they are doing today and why. Now, some owners have some sort of benchmark at the back of their mind that they want to achieve in that sale. You've really got to find out what that is, because it might be unresolvable. It might be unrealistic. So get to the real facts. There they are there, the real facts of what they are doing today and why. Ask them plenty of questions. If they give you an answer, go deeper on the answer. Let's go into number 5. Review the property improvements, the leases, the services, the amenities, and the land. Now, if you're selling something with leases, get into the cash flow. Understand the income streams. Gross rent, net rent, face rent, effective rent, vacancies, incentives that could be active, all of that sort of thing. And ask questions about the property today, including why the property is to be coming up for sale from the owner's perspective. So let's go to number 6. Check the property precinct for factors impacting the sale and the marketing effort. Look at the streets, the adjoining properties. Ask about what's been going on in the street. Look at the comparable properties. See if there's any threats or problems with the tenancy mix. Go deep on everything before you list that property. Look at the neighbouring properties, the boundaries, the zoning, the market conditions, sale prices, time on market, recent sales, and other competition properties. Now, all of that requires good research. Competition properties particularly, and I would take photos of those competition properties. I would then delve into their sale prices when they last sold. I would then explore the prices of other properties in the region that have sold recently, the types of improvements, the size, the land component, the building component, that sort of thing. Number 7. Given the price range and the target market for the listing, how can you attract inquiries? And what personal marketing efforts will you need to generate inspections and ignite the prospect's interest in the property? It's a good word, ignite. So the sale and marketing process in this property market is more specialised and focused. That is certainly the case. As the property market changes today, our skills have to be so refined, so direct, so specific. The target market has to see what we're talking about and move on our opportunities of advertising and promotion. So top agents know how to create the inquiries with the right listings, and they can do that in any market and at any time. Now, in closing on this, I want to raise 2 words: target marketing. In any sales situation today, as I mentioned earlier in this particular article, target marketing is a way of making you stand out as the agent of choice. What you're going to do there is show the client that you really understand their property, you know where the target market is for that particular property, and you are showing the client exactly how you're going to tap into that target market because you are personally involved. That's why you want an exclusive listing, of course. If you do all of those things correctly, the exclusive listing is not a problem. 3, 4, 5 or 6 months, whatever. If you've sold your marketing strategies, your ideas and your recommendations, clients love recommendations, by the way, then you'll get that exclusive listing. So, here is the post. Please go to the website and print it off. The website is commercial-realestate-training.com. The post is improve your commercial real estate sales this way. So the whole logic of that article is to make sure that you are doing more with what you've got, to make sure that the client can use your recommendations and see that you are the agent of choice. You don't just list a property and put some advertisements on the internet and hope that something will happen. No. To be the best agent today, you have to do more. Talk about what you're going to do. Show the client the timelines of what you're going to do. That's another particular topic. I won't raise that here, but I always give the client a timeline in visual form as a calendar of the things I will do over the next 3 or 4 months for their property in the campaign. And I also choose the best method of sale accordingly for that property in today's market. And I'll give reasons and recommendations to make sure the client can see that and understand it. So that's the article. Please go there, print it off. Here is the article right here and now. improve your commercial real estate sales this way. I don't want to complicate your real estate career, but I do want you to improve your career through specific skills, systems, and actions. And that's why I take the time to go through these notes with you right now. Thanks for listening. And of course, I'll see you at the website. Make sure you subscribe whilst you're here, and you'll get the next videos in the series. Catch you soon.